All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Today's lesson, I'm going to go into, using your words wisely, okay, and just understanding the influence or the power, okay, within the instrument of the mouth, okay, and the words that you speak. Okay, thinking about the consequences of your actions, all right, and thinking about actually processing your thoughts before you let them come out of your mouth. Okay, because that can be detrimental to you, or it could be beneficial to you. Okay, and there's certain things that as the scriptures say, which I'll get. Okay, matter of fact, I'll start with this precept. Certain things that you can't take back. Once it enters somebody's mind, you can't undo it. And that's why like people stress about first impressions and all of that. Okay, because once they get that first initial imprint in their mind of what kind of person you are, it's sort of hard to change that, or whatever the case may be. But nonetheless, we're going to be dealing with using your words wisely. All right, as the scriptures say, being peaceable with all men. Okay, which it goes into a lot of things, but mainly just trying to stay out of trouble. All right, and just maneuver your way through. All right, in this world that we live in. All right, because death is on every corner. All right, and trouble is on every avenue. Okay, so this is Proverbs chapter 18 verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Okay, death and life are in the power of the tongue. All right, now you have to understand that with your words, all right, the words you use, you can cause somebody to be put to death by your words. You can cause yourself to be put to death by your words. You can save somebody's life by your words. You can do a lot of these different things by your words. Okay, and though it may seem minute, guess what? Hey, words have a big impact, man. What is a prophet's most used body part? Is the mouth, man. Okay, using it to speak. Okay, this ministry that we're doing, what is the main thing we do? We're speaking, man. Isaiah 58 and 1. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, okay, and show my people their transgressions. How are we doing that? By speaking. When we teach, we use our words, okay? So it's important to be able to, and that's also something you wanna acquire, all right? Increasing your diction, okay, your knowledge, your vocab, okay. Just because remember, man, this is our craft. This is what we do. So you want to polish it, all right. See where you may be lacking in it, okay. Comprehension skills, whatever it is, you want to refine yourself, all right. But nonetheless, death and life are in the power of the tongue. So you gotta keep that in your mind, okay. And don't just think, oh, I'm just saying it just to say it. Hey, certain things you say you can't unsay. You can't take it back. You have to read the atmosphere, okay, and then give an answer, man. The scriptures say, as a matter of fact, um, answer. See if I can find it here. Damn, it's a good precept. Yep. Oh, these are some good ones. Ooh. All right, I read these three. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 12. If thou hast understanding, answer thy neighbor. If not, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. All right. And that also goes into giving advice. If you don't know or you're not knowledgeable on something, don't speak on it. If you don't know it, hey, it's not the end of the world to admit that you don't know something. Okay, we're all human. We don't know everything. Okay, but like it says, if thou hast understanding, answer thy neighbor. If not, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. You don't have to say anything, man. If you don't know, you don't know. All right, that might prompt you to go learn it, or go. If you're interested, go study about it. But if you don't know, man, don't go winging things and giving somebody the wrong advice. All right, or just saying things out of season, man. Because what that's gonna do is it's gonna really turn you, all right, into put you in a bad light, or make you a public enemy, and you don't want that. All right, you the best way to be is really to be low key and under the radar. All right, to it's not about being in the spotlight. You want to do what you got to do, man, and avoid as much distractions as possible. Okay, is Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 verse 8. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. All right, that's important, man. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause. Now, there's times when like somebody might come up to the camp, and as they're speaking, we're already getting different precepts because we know where they're gonna go with it. All right, because we've heard that same excuse or that same point before, so that's a different story. But usually you want to hear both sides. You want to hear the matter. All right, before you say something, or before you judge. You don't want to be prejudiced. All right, you don't want to prejudge before you hear the whole thing, man. All right, Ecclesiasticus 33 verse 4. Prepare what to say, and so thou shalt be heard, and bind up instruction, and then make answer. You see, think about what you're gonna say before you say it. Don't just blurt out whatever comes to your mind. All right, because you gotta pick your battles, man. You gotta know when to take the low road, when to just be quiet, okay, or when to speak. Because there's times when what you say might actually change the situation and benefit it, and there's times when what you say might make things worse. So you have to know and have that balance and prepare what you're gonna say in your mind. All right, is what I'm gonna say? Is it gonna add to the situation? Is it gonna make things better? Is it gonna contribute in a positive way, or is it just gonna be excess talking? Is it unnecessary? You might be in a room full of people, and they might be saying something that you don't agree with. All right, but understanding that you don't necessarily have to say something. It depending on the situation. But if they're having their own conversation, for example, and you walk in and you're there and they're saying some crazy things, look, man, you have the option of just walking out. You have the option of putting your headphones in, doing whatever you're gonna do. You don't always have to just, oh nah, just because I don't agree with that, I'm just nah, that's not true. Look, man, at the end of the day, understand that everybody has their own belief. Okay, now what we believe is hella different from what this world believes, but we can't really force our belief on anybody, because what are you gonna do? You're gonna tie them up, all right, and feed them with verses. If the Lord hasn't opened their mind to get it, they're still not gonna get it. All right. So that's also going into, like the scriptures say, cast not thy pearl to swine. All right. Know who to talk to about what. Okay. And that's how you maneuver, man. That's how you avoid these obstacles and unnecessary battles, unnecessary drama. Okay. This is Romans chapter 12 verse 8. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. See, so you might what I'm saying, you might be in school, and your professor might be Muslim, and so he might make references to certain things which you in your head, you're like, yo, that's off. I'm not with that. But are you really going to be arguing with your professor in the middle of class just because you disagree? you know or your professor believes in Darwinism and evolution, and he keeps making reference to, oh, thousands of years ago this happened, millions of years ago this happened. You might not believe that, but guess what, man? If you need that grade, you got to pass. Look, man, let him say what he's going to say. It doesn't change the fact that what's true is true and what's false is false. He just might believe in something that's false. As opposed to using your mouth and out here, oh, what are you talking about? Which really, when you do this and you do that, now there's a setting for it all. But if you know this the type of professor that, what I'm saying, like he's very harsh with his grading, and very one minded, what are you gonna do? You're gonna end up failing, because you know what? He's gonna have a personal vendetta against you. All right, but you can look, man. You can have a completely. That's how you maneuver in this world. Wise as serpents, harmless as doves. You have to use your words carefully. Okay. Hey, somebody might ask your opinion on something, and you judge the atmosphere, you don't have to answer. You know, you see the atmosphere like Yahweh Shai, man. There's oftentimes when they'd ask him certain questions because they know that they want to trip him up with his answer, and he just sometimes he'd rebuttal with another question. You know, you have to be witty, okay? And then that's how you be possible, man. Look, Salakia, that's how you be peaceable, all right, with all men, because you can like the scriptures say, use the world that's not abusing it. You can use the world, all right. You don't have to make an enemy out of everybody, man. People don't need to know what you do. They don't need to know what you're about. They don't need to know what you believe in. If you perceive this is somebody that's not gonna get or understand this word, well, man, there's a time and place for everything. Don't be out here in your work break room jumping on the table talking about, yo, Jeremiah 10:2 says, or give me this precept. As a matter of fact, you an Edomite, get out of here. This ain't for you. What's gonna happen? You're gonna get fired. Oh, you a sodomite, you a homosexual, Lord's gonna kill you. Guess what? You're gonna get reported to HR, and then you're possibly gonna get fired, right? Or everybody at the job is gonna look at you and hate you. Now you need a favor, or you need to request time off. Your manager's looking at you like, nah, you working, buddy. As opposed to, you could be quiet. You don't have to say something. You see something that you don't like, you could leave. You could leave the break room. Use wisdom, man. Be peaceable with all men. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. How are you? Oh, okay, that's it. You keep it pushing. You be passive. A guy like that, they won't have a problem when you request a time off. All right, or you might need help with something. It's because you're using your words carefully, man. If at all possible, all right, if it be possible, as much as life and you live peaceably with all men. You don't have to always start battles, man. Okay, but that all lies in your thoughts and your words. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 7. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. All right, and how do you please the Lord? By fearing him. And what is the fear of the Lord? Wisdom. Okay, wisdom is the proper appliance, all right, of knowledge and understanding. That goes into how you use your words as well. Okay, moving on. This is Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. See, so when you, let's say you're in let's say you're in a situation that's escalating, all right, and not for the better. You don't have to keep escalating it, because what happens? Somebody yells at you, right? The initial response, you yell back, but louder. Then like the saying, why are you getting loud with me, right? So they start getting loud, you start getting loud, they get louder, you get louder, to the point where now you start throwing blows, right? You can de-escalate that. Somebody bumps into you, yo, so what's up? Oh, my fault, I didn't even see you there. You know, you good? Everything good? Oh, okay, all right, cool. Keep it pushing. All right. A soft answer turneth away wrath. Hey, you might step on somebody by accident. Oh, my apologies, man. No, that's it. Right then and there. See, originally he just got stepped on, right? So he's turning around like, I just bought these new kicks, yo. I just bought these new J's, yo. Who the hell just stepped on my sneakers, yo? I'm about to strangle somebody. You know, he's already in that mindset of like, I'm really about to choke somebody out. You know, so he's already turning around to see who did this, because he's already in that zone. And before he fully gets to that, you already hit him with the apology, because you're admitting to it. You did step on him, but it was an accident. My fault, bro. That was an accident. My fault, yo. You know, right then and there. Guess what? It'll extinguish that fire. You know, it'll like it says, a soft answer turneth away wrath. It'll quiet it out, because it's like, all right, what reason do I have now? Like, dude, apologize. It was an accident. Accidents happen. As opposed to the person turns to you, what? You like, what you mean what? You just stepped on the dude. you know? Now guess what? The anger he had before is now fueled by your response to him. All right? Your response to him is like you throwing logs into the fire or pouring gasoline on top of the fire. Now guess what? It's gonna erupt even more. It's gonna burn even hotter. And next thing you know, you in a situation where, I'm gonna get a quick precept and then jump back. Proverbs 18:6. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes. All right. So you just might get punched in the face, punched in the mouth, knocked out. You never know. All right. Like it says here, verse 7, a fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. You got somebody that's always talking crazy and all this, always, saying stupid things, like you're pissing people off. Guess what? You're going to say the wrong thing to the wrong person, and it's not going to end well for you. It's going to be a day you're going to remember. But that's why you have precepts like this in here that teach you how to carry yourself. All right, how to move. Okay. Proverbs 15:2, the tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. All right. See, because we are what? We're set up for the defense of the gospel, not to just take it around and go start strife and be an offended. No, man, there's no need for that. Okay. If you don't have to, then you don't have to. All right. It's not really a personal thing. We have a lot on our plate already as it is. Okay. All right. So moving on. All right. Ended with these precepts here. Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 22, verse 6. Verse 6. A tale out of season is as music in mourning. All right. So here it is. You go to somebody's funeral. Everybody's crying. They're like, oh man, it was a tragic death. And you just throw on some Tekashi 6ix9ine, or you start playing trap music. Got the hollow tip bullets in the back. What you think they're gonna look at you as? You start playing Kodak Black, and then you are, oh yeah, Chief Keef and all that. Yo, you like, people gonna look at you like you're bugging, because now they're gonna look at it as a bad, or they're gonna look at it in a bad light. But let's say you took that to these degenerate parties, all right, or these clubs. Guess what? People are gonna be hype. They're gonna get turned up. You know why? Because there's a time and place for everything. At the place of mourning, they're not trying to hear trap music. They're not trying to hear whoever, Lil Xan, whatever new people. No, they're not trying to hear that. All right, their spirit isn't in a state of rejoicing. They're mourning. All right. It says, but stripes and correction of wisdom are never out of time. Let me see. Oh, all right. I think this would be it. Ecclesiasticus 20, verse 19. An unseasonable tale will always be in the mouth of the unwise. Okay? An unseasonable tale will always be in the mouth of the unwise, man. Hey, the scriptures say that you can have some. You might say something that's wise, that's smart, that's good, but if you don't say it in the right time, it doesn't even fit. It's stupid. It's not stupid, but it's out of order. Like, it doesn't even go. Nobody's gonna really, take it to heart. Like, people aren't really gonna lay it to their mind. Oh my gosh, he said something profound. Here it is. You talking about the basketball game, and you just gonna pop in there like, which really King James was a black man. When you go back to the one who wrote they're going, now what you saying. You might have truth to it. Paul the Apostle Paul. Yeah, he was an Israelite. He wasn't an Edom. He wasn't white. But understand that what you're saying is true. It might be profound. It might be good, but they're not gonna regard it like that. As opposed to if you were saying it in its right context or in the right environment. They're talking about LeBron James dunking on somebody, posterizing somebody. They're not trying to hear you go into King James and then Paul. And no, you see, it's not compatible. It's like trying to fit a triangle in a circle. It's not gonna work. All right, but yeah, that's basically all I have here. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. Lord willing, this video was edifying unto the elect. Hey, understand that we're in a world that's against us, man. Okay, so we have to use, all right, wisdom, all right, to its fullest, all right, and really, really move like wise men. Okay, not like niggas with the Bible. No, move like wise men. All right, discipline yourself. Okay, but with that, I hope this was edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Racha Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.